All right. This is game 2 against Fins, John Bartholomew. And he plays the English. I'm just gonna bye. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, I'm kidding. No, it's not what I wanted. Shame on you, man. Come on, English. Why didn't you play E4 or D4? You always play. See, he's like, oh, I think he's avoiding prep. So let's see if we can transpose into something here. Knight C3, D5. Oh, I'll see if I can. The English, my nemesis. Not really, but. I don't like the English. I don't know. If he's probably going to play for some Englishy position, and I'm okay with that. Knight f3, I'll play knight f6. If d4, d5. Actually, excuse me. If d4, knight f6, and if knight c3, I will play d5. Because if he plays knight c3, knight f6, then he can play e4. And he's probably going to play g3 because it's in English. Oh, man. This is not how I wanted this to go, I'm afraid. But okay. I mean, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, okay. So he's playing into... He does not want to move the d4 pawn. And the reason because it's in English. And he doesn't want to transpose into some d4 opening. So I have my choice between b6, d5... b6 and d5. I'm okay with either. Problem with e6, or excuse me, b6, however, is those Alpha Zero games where Stockfish got crushed in every Queen's Indian they played. It's not quite a Queen's Indian without the d4 pawn, but I don't know if it... I don't know how different it is. But okay, I'm comfortable with Queen's Indian positions, so... Give it a whirl. So the plan oftentimes in these structures is to go c5, d5. And then you can take on c4 and then play knight c6. I actually played a game against Chess Explained where he taught me a lesson because I played knight c6 before capturing on c4, and then I ended up with a hanging pawn structure. Okay, so we're officially into Queen's Indian. I can actually transpose into some Catalan Bogo. So it's officially a Queen's Indian. So this check seems fine. Bishop d2. Bishop d2, okay, and I have my choice between taking and bishop e7. I'm going to take, however. Queen recapture, yes. And I can play c5. No, I don't know. I'm going to castle instead. And now I have to figure out how exactly I want to position my pieces. You can play c5 here. I'm a little worried he'll take, and I'm not quite sure how to deal with that. I'll also play d6 first. I'm moving too quickly. Which is definitely true. this is all normal. I've been in these positions quite a few times. The idea for black in this position, since they're minus a dark square bishop, is to set up all the pawns on dark squares. So I have moves like knight d7, queen e7, then e5 to open the center. And that permits me to use the c5 square maybe after a5. So this is all normal. Computer's not going to like this at all. But, you know, it's a position. I've played this position many times. And it's just really easy to find the right moves here, because you're moving forward with a dark squared strategy. And, you know, just makes the position really easy to play. Quite curious to see how this is going to turn out. I'm ahead on the clock, but he's okay. So I'm not quite sure what he's lining up here. He's allowing me to play bishop e4 or knight e4. Okay, so I have a couple of ideas here. I'm curious to know where he's going with that queen. I don't have an answer. But he'll get the tempo back after knight d2. So I'm going to develop. I don't see any. I don't particularly see any threats. Knight g4 is nothing because I have the mate covered. Knight on f6 does a good job of securing that. Okay, so knight c3. And I can play e5 now. I'm just wondering if I go e5, how to recapture if he takes with the d pawn. Probably with the knight. Actually, absolutely with the knight. I'm expecting d5. D5 is actually a really committal decision. It's tough. It is it's something. We'll see how I'm putting pressure on the clock because I've played in these positions before, so I kind of know what the plans are. I may have screwed up the move order somewhere in there, but this is all fine. Okay, so the move I was expecting, d5, is played. And the thing is, I can't play knight c5 right away because he has b4. I can stop it with a5. And that would be okay. But now really is the time to come up with some sort of plan. C6 is too committal, I think. I mean, there's putting the backward pawn here. I can go a5, I can go queen e7. Both moves seem decent. If I go queen e7, he might try to maneuver his knight into f5, however. Something to keep in mind. So I'm leaning towards a5 just to secure the knight c5 move. I can't play e4. I can prepare e4 with rook to e8. But he can play knight g5 there, and he has 4 attackers against 2 defenders, so the pawn will fall. I would have to play e3. And that pawn is really overextended. So I'm going to go a5. I mean a5, knight c5, bishop c8 is my idea. If he goes a3, take, and then maybe... I don't know. Aha. Okay, so he's trying to play b4 still. Makes sense. Yeah, the thing is, I still can't play. I still can't play knight c5 because he will play b4 again. I don't feel like I'm worse just yet, but it's definitely something. Okay. So I'm thinking rook e8. I also can consider h6. But rook e8 is a useful move. I'm kind of wondering what he's going to do. This pawn on c7 is really weak. It's the glue holding this structure together, and it is unfortunately only protected by my queen. So I have to be on the lookout for knight b5 moves. I don't think that's so bad, though. After rook e8, I can maneuver my knight to f8. And then on a knight move, I can consider playing c6. It's really weakening, but that's, wouldn't be the end of the world. If ever he plays e4, he's making my life a little bit easier. Okay. So he's preparing a knight jump into e4. And he's preventing me from playing e4. That is all true. Okay. So I kind of made the mistake of playing the slow positional game. But this is what you get out of the English. Especially with this structure. Aha. Okay, incoming. I'm going to keep the tension. And the reason for that is because if he ever takes, I take with the rook. And if he plays b5, I can maneuver my knight back into c5. So it is best to keep that right where it is. There's no need to flinch. I can just play knight g6 comfortably. Don't have to, but I can definitely do that. I mean, it's a maneuvering game. I don't see... Is c5 a threat? What is c5? Let's see. Well, if c5 concerns me... c5 would absolutely destroy my structure. So I'm thinking about playing knight 6 to d7. I don't think it's a good moment to take my time here, because c5 is actually something that's a little bit worrisome. It would absolutely kill my structure, and if he submits a pawn on c6, okay, this is something I'm really not sure about right now. Okay, let me think about this. Let's see. If I play knight g6 and he plays c5, maybe I can take c5 and then take d5. So in the line, knight g6, c5 takes, g6, c5 takes. If he recaptures, if he recaptures, then I can take here. Maybe. I'm just trying to spend more time calculating this. So if c5, d takes c5, and I don't know exactly what he's going to play there. If he recaptures, I think I win the d pawn. I mean, everything's pinned though, so I'd probably have to take it with the bishop. Actually, I don't know. There's pins everywhere. I didn't think about that. Uh-oh. Yeah, I shouldn't have ignored this. For sure he's calculating c5. Oh! Well, what is going on here? What? What am I missing? Anything? Just rook takes, right? Rook takes... Knight b5... Okay, well now I can reroute my knight back into c5. What was that? I'm so confused. I don't quite understand. Alright, well let me think. Let me give this some thought before I just make a move. So I want to go knight d7, but I don't know if a5 is something that worries me. I mean, not really. Okay, I'm being a little bit too getting too excited here. Okay, yeah, I definitely got a little bit too excited here. I mean, a5 definitely doesn't worry me so much. Because I have the c5 square now. And I'd really like to maneuver into my knight to, or excuse me, I really want to get my bishop back on this diagonal, and then maybe play f5. I don't know. It's just a slow sort of maneuvering positional game, and that's fine. Yep, okay. So he does do it. And this needs calculation. So I guess regardless, I'm going to have some weakness here. If I go knight c5, he'll take. Probably have to just recapture. Okay. So a6 is not a threat. If I take immediately, he plays knight takes, and then my bishop is hanging. If I move my bishop, then he plays knight c6, and that's probably lights out. Okay. Didn't make anything happen out of both games. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to take. I don't know what I want to do. I said a5 didn't worry me really excitedly, but now I don't. Now I'm not so sure. Because there are weaknesses everywhere. I need to keep my knight where it is to prevent him from taking, but I also need a pawn there to prevent knight a5. So, probably I have to do this. Have to go into this misery. I don't really know how I could have improved on my decisions here. I feel worse again. I wasn't worried about a5, but I should have been. And this hole on c5 isn't giving me much. After it takes. was the move I expected. Okay, let's see if we can make headway here. Yeah. I'm just really not sure I understand. I definitely didn't understand the position, and I definitely don't think I understand it now. Because I don't know how to move forward. I mean, I had a plan. But it obviously did not work out so well. Well, that is just the way life goes sometimes. Okay, so I have to take with the bishop, otherwise he just gains a free tempo. And now my bishop is horrible. He's probably going to go there anyway. Yep. Such is life. Yep, this is going to fall apart. Man. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay, well, this is pretty gruesome. What did I do? Definitely feeling a little rattled here. This is all fine. Maybe this, I don't know. I liked my position here. I'll have to find something different later. Okay, but I have to prevent yeah. This could slowly get crushed. Let's see. I have to do something. I can't just sit here. Whoop. Knocking stuff over. My plan now is to at least try to neutralize that knight. And maybe make some central central advances. Okay. So plan now is to go bishop a7, bishop c6, or bishop a6 rather. I don't know what I want to do. Yep. Well, let's try to do something. I don't know. Really not good. I'm just flabbergasted at how bad this position had become after A5. Like, to think I was that enthusiastic about it, and then all of a sudden just this. Like, there's nothing wrong with his position. There's everything wrong with my position. So the intuition, and again, openings are in need of some help. I'm hearing a weird humming sound. Whoops. That was weird. I was hearing some weird humming noise. I don't know what that was coming from. Well, he's coming up with some sort of plan to destroy me. That much is true. For sure. I mean, if I can maybe neutralize the B5 knight, I think I'm okay. But that's really difficult to do, and he's going to prevent me from doing that entirely. Okay, if I take the way I want to take to alleviate the issue, he's just going to get so much play. Yeah, I am actually almost ready to resign. Yeah, because he eliminated the only good thing I had about my position, and now I don't know how to go forward because he has so many good moves. But okay. Yep. And if I go queen b6, he can play knight takes d6. Oof, man. Yep. So if I go queen b6, knight takes d6, if queen takes d6, then rook takes b7. That's decisive. And if I go queen b6, knight takes d6, queen a5, rook, knight e8. Maybe I have queen b8 in that position. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, queen b6, knight d6, rook, or queen a7. Queen b6, knight d6, queen a7, rook, knight e8, queen b8, queen b3. It's toast. Yep, it is toasty breakfast. Man. Queen b6, knight d6, queen a7, knight e8, queen b8, queen b2, and I take, he takes here. It's just lights out. Yep. Yep. That is unfortunate, but it happens. I still don't see a better move. Bishop c8 looks ridiculously bad. Yeah, I'm just... I don't know. Gotta pull the trigger on something. Oh, even rook takes b7 works. There's so many tactics here, it's ridiculous. I think knight d6 is better than rook b7. But he might still play rook b7. Yep. That is what I thought. Okay. Yep. And this is toast. He plays d6, I'll probably just resign. That's really disappointing. Yep. If he plays d6, I will go ahead and throw in the towel because I have nothing to play for here. He will win this with ease. Man, that is really disappointing. And what's worse is that I don't know how I could have improved on the position. I mean, he just stormed the queenside so fast, and I don't know. I'll have to take something. I'll have to take something from this. I'm not. Yeah. It is what it is. I really need to work on my openings, like miserably badly. Ugh. That's okay. You play chess, you're gonna lose sometimes. And, you know, you just take what you can from it, learn from it, and move on to the next game. I mean, I'm still gonna play chess, I'm okay. I just, really disappointing and bitter loss here. But, oh man. I'm laughing because he just did. It's kind of like dirt in the face when I was like, A5, yeah, that's nothing, and then, oh yeah, it's winning. That's my own fault. I should have calculated it better. I was just kind of moving all my pieces like nonsense, not doing anything. But okay, I'm expecting d6 and I will resign. You know, if the pawn was on e4, maybe d6 wouldn't be that bad, because I could make use of this square, but... Oh, man. Crushing. I don't know. I really need to find something better here. Well, I mean... Yeah. he surely is taking his time here. I don't know why he's not saying the movie. He's not playing d6. Is d6 really like? Is it horrible? Is it that bad? Is d6 that bad? What does he think I'll play? d6 knight c8. I don't know. I'm not sure what's so bad about that. The more time he takes, the more I'm thinking he's not going to play d6. Okay. Yep. Aha. And if I go knight c8, he will go queen b8. I have knight f5 now. I don't know, I still think this is flat out resignable. Just hands down, I can... Oh, and I'm okay with that. But I don't know, he's making me... I don't know why he was so hesitant to play queen b2. So knight f5. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to play for here. I don't know. I could probably just play f6 and... Take out a couple more moves. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I see the writing on the wall, sir. Good game. D7. Yep. D7. And I'm cooked. Just don't run out of time, and you'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Yep, even that's gonna do it. Yes, sir. That is toast. I think D7 would have been a cooler way to do it. Take a second to think about this. If I can hold maybe with a... Not really. God. My goodness, this is atrocious. You can be proud of this one. Yeah, just handled that more than fairly. Play a couple more moves, but it's toast. Yep, that is how it goes. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's easy enough. I'm just playing these moves out of momentum, really. He can... Actually, I think he has mate in 1, 2... He has mate in a few here. Yep. Whoops. I didn't want to go to that square. I didn't want to go to that square. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh. What? What on earth was that? Okay. Oh. Yep. That's going to do it, too. I was expecting him to take. Taking would have been faster. Or, taking's not faster, it's the same speed, but, okay. I can resign now. Oh, I don't even want to analyze that. Because I don't know where I went wrong here. I mean, this is all normal. I don't know, maybe just providing him with this hook to move forward with his queenside expansion isn't the best idea. Yeah. Yep. I do not know. And that's kind of the problem, is I don't know. Yeah, this position was a little bit beyond me. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Well, I really don't know what to say about this game, and that's kind of the issue. I don't know, I was kind of thrown off by the first game. How I could have secured a draw and I didn't. And then in this game it just kind of crumbled. See, the position's still equal. Position's still equal. And then e5 is starting to slip. Okay, so we're just moving forward with the wrong plan. But yep, that is why I need to work on my openings, for sure. I like a5. This is all fine for black. I mean, of course, white's always going to be slightly better, but... Okay, knight f8 was a bit of a slip. John is complimenting me. I do appreciate that, sir. Although... If you can tell by my mood, I am quite, okay, so I was right. My enthusiasm was justified. Okay, so just go back, rook a4, and I have to do something else. Knight d7. Yep, okay. So why knight to e7? Let's see, what is the deal here? I don't, okay, no, it's not, bishop a6. Okay, so it's still tipping in white's favor regardless. Knight d7, a5, and yeah. I have to do something else. After this move, it's a pawn advantage. Yeah. I'm just worse here. It does want to go bishop c8, but it looked horrible to me. Queen b6 and knight d6, I'm assuming, is going to be the best move. It's not. In fact, it's not even a good move. Is this bad? E8, queen a1 check. Bishop f. And, okay, so this isn't as good for some... Oh, okay, so I'm threatening this. Uh-huh. Okay. That's good to know. And then it was just lost from here. Yeah. Climbing, minor piece advantage, +6. If he had played d7, I would have... if he had played... Instead of this, if he had played d6, I was considering resigning. But he played the best move. d6, I would have played knight c8, yeah. One of the things I noticed after queen b2, f6, what did he play? Yeah, d6, knight f5 is best. It's, I mean, it's still losing, but King h8. If he had played d7, I would have resigned. Yeah. I mean, what he did wasn't wrong, but I don't know. I think d7, and I would have resigned. I think it's easier. Maybe he didn't see it because of time pressure, but okay. So a couple things to take away from this one. I just really need to work on my openings. And I don't know. I guess it doesn't like this dark square plan. It wants to go c5, but I don't really understand these positions. I don't quite know what black is striving for here. I mean, e4, if I take, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand c5 as much as I understand e5. But okay. Anyway, I had fun. It was a good match. As you can tell by my mood, I am a little demoralized at the moment, but that's okay, because I learned something new, and I know what to work on. But alright, thanks for watching, guys.